we'll start in a minute or two. I don't know what keeps saying. Just take me to the live dashboard. Hold on. More viewers. Yeah, hold on. The website is not like updated. It says no one's watching, but obviously 4 are. Video manager. No, not video manager. Live streaming. But why does it say no one's watching? Oh, there we go. Now it says 5. Yeah, we'll start when it gets to 10. So, because last time it didn't quite hit 10, but I'm not too mad about it. I mean, they ended up getting like 100 views each last time, so if we can get to 10 people, I will definitely start the show, no questions asked, but, no, I'm trying to figure out, like, why can't I just go to the live stream as it's happening? Yeah, you gotta love the footage that I have in the background. Well, if I press a button on my wheel, this all goes away. This is like the movie for when you go idle while you're in the like main menu. So if I press any buttons, bye-bye nice footage in the background. It's just completely random. Maybe if I go to... You know what, I'm an idiot. Why don't I just go to Racerman Extreme, like my actual channel, and just click on the live stream that way? Go to live now. Live. Now I can view everything in real time. Get rid of the echo. Maybe like the video myself. I'm trying to go to 25 subs. Yeah, I remember when that was a real struggle. 6 people watching. So now I can actually see how many people are watching, how many people like the video, and it looks like everyone likes the video. Awesome. Yeah, can we get to 10 people, and then I'll start the show? And I was like, I got my wisdom teeth removal surgery consultation done today, so I'm dressed really nice, and, well, might as well film a show before I have to, you know, get back into my very nocturnal kind of sleep schedule and stuff. Yeah, hi, Alice. We get to 10 people. And it seems that it drops, so I might have to start the show before it drops anymore. I am recording, I am streaming. That's all I need to know. Refresh the page. Yep. Alright, let's go and start. My very nocturnal sleep schedule where I basically sleep through the day and wake up in the evening to eat dinner and then just stay up all night. Very teenager thing to do. What are you on? Gran Turismo 6. Wait a minute, how does the PS3 and capture cards work? They don't, because of HDCP being enabled on the PS3 and you can't turn it off. What? You're getting a capture card to work with it? Yeah, I have a setup with it, so... You know, a lot of people on the PS4, they just go to the settings and then turn off HDCP, and now all the capture cards work, because the HDCP is a type of encryption that basically makes all capture cards useless. Well, I figured out a way to disable it on the PS3. It's a very... Yeah, sure. Like, I'm really on cocaine. But... No, just in case anyone's wondering how am I capturing the PS3, it's completely a very, like, I guess, not usual way to do things. Yeah, everyone that stays up really late at night and then sleeps through the day. You have a very nocturnal sleep schedule. What is the opposite of nocturnal? I'm gonna Google that real quick. And opposite of nocturnal. Diurnal. Yeah, everyone is like that. Exactly. So anyway, we're gonna go and start the show. So I'm gonna sound like someone who literally just turned on the stream, but it's for like you'll see if you guys have watched any other live show. I usually like, well, if you watched the last show, I should say, because it wasn't the time before. But I always end like, what am I thinking? No, when I started the show, the official version, I completely cut out the beginning of the live stream because I wanted the show to immediately start after the intro, which is that really cool video that I really love and I'm very proud of, with all the crazy effects and the pink hatchback and stuff and the old 60s looking film, you know, where I basically changed the aspect ratio by cropping it and then turning it to black and white and then maybe adding some grain effects. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start the show now. So this is gonna sound kind of stupid, but it'll be fine. So let me get like this, and here we go. How do I want to start this? Well, all right. Hello, welcome to Restless Driver Season 4, Episode 4. My name is Racerman Extreme, and thanks for tuning in with me tonight to kick off the show and to completely ignore the text chat for the rest of the show, or at least the majority of it. We are going to go to car list. We're going to go to favorites, and these cars, except for the Mirage, which is that pink hatchback that I was talking to the audience about, before this part comes in, but basically we're not going to be reviewing this one because I've already reviewed it before it was pink, so go check that out. It was the first show of the season 4, episode 1. But we're going to review this car, this car, this car, this car, and this car, and this car. I'm going to make them kind of snappy if I can. I'm not going to like tune them or anything and see if they do any better, see if tuning can really get a lot of performance gain out that was kind of hidden before. We're just going to simply test and go from there. On to the next one, on to the next one, and just keep on going. I might tune this one, and I might tune this one, because I'm kind of worried about them, but it's basically race car night, and we're also going to jump from the Formula Gran Turismo to the McLaren, and then I'll pick the order after that, but we're going to start with this. So this car has been in the Gran Turismo franchise for probably a really long time, considering that it's kind of based on like an older Formula 1 car. I don't know exactly when it was added, but I know it was in Gran Turismo 5 and it was a standard car, and I'm pretty sure it was in Gran Turismo 4. It might have even been in Gran Turismo 3. If anyone knows, just let me know. But yeah, 891 horsepower. Let's take this for a test drive on the World Circuit, Red Bull Ring Short. I am using the G29 tonight, and well, I've been up all day, so I'm probably getting really, really tired. So if I start acting tired, it's because I've been up all day, and yeah. I'm not so sure what tires I'm on, but if I'm on something other than racing softs, then I will back out. Okay, here, let me go back. The one mod I will do to all of the cars, by the way, racing softs, they offer the most grip. They really tell you what the car is capable of as soon as you buy it. So we're going to buy those. I hope I have enough for the rest of the night, because they're like 40 grand, like 40 grand a piece. Or 40 grand a set. Initial thoughts. What do we add? For being an older Formula car, it's actually pretty good for today's standard. But yeah, it does have a standard interior, or the little display on the steering wheel would probably work. My microphone's okay. If it's not okay, I'll check the chat in a minute. Someone tell me if the mic sounds okay. What happened there? So basically, my thoughts on this car, it's amazing because, one, it just had a 42 lap time. Alright, well, I'll go ahead and check the chat. I think the delay is enough. Yeah, no one told me if my mic sounds okay. Again. That sounds okay. Oh shoot, I forgot the second camera. Whoops. Crap. And hold on. I'm sorry guys. I forgot about this. Oh, it's not the first time I've had to like put a camera in during a different part of the show. Other than the beginning. It's not the first time. And I've had camera problems during the show before. Break. You guys want to know more about that? Go find a show where my phone had the ice pack against it, season 3. Or if you really want to go old school with it, either watch the remaster version or the original, it doesn't matter. But go find the season 1 episode 2. Pick your version of it, the original or the remaster. I had to add in a camera later on in the show, so cool. You can actually see my computer from here. That's awesome. Where's my camera? Oh well. Yeah. Start recording. Yeah, my computer is right here. You guys can't see it. This is my desk. This is my computer. You should be able to see my hand if you can see the computer. And you can't. Unless I stick my hand here, but this is my desk. And I just line them up real quick. So this is one heck of a Formula car. Designed by Gran Turismo, and it does not exist in real life. But if it did, it would be extremely outdated, probably for today's standards. And unfortunately, I don't have a car to actually test this against to see if it's even better than the other ones, because they decided to take all the Ferrari Formula 1 cars out of Gran Turismo 5, like, or not Gran Turismo 5, Gran Turismo 6, but before they were added to Gran Turismo 6. They were in fact added to Gran Turismo 5, but they like took them off that list when they were making this. Yeah, that's what I mean to say. gonna go for a clean lap. Let's try one clean lap. One more, just because I'm going kind of good on this. Well, sort of. Oh, there we go. It looked faster, but then I started failing. So, out of 5 stars, 4, because it just set the fastest time I have ever set around this track. 41 seconds, 3:25. I don't think any of the other cars we're going to review tonight even come close to that. Considering that the, most of the cars that have ever come around this track that are race cars, they usually set about a 44, 45. This set a 41. So, 4 out of 5 stars, just because I have a feeling something is going to come close to it. And you can probably get a better time out of some of those cars if you tune, if you spend a lot less money on them. You know, there are going to be cars that can outperform it in terms of price to performance. And I don't know which cars they are, but I bet they're out there. So I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. And I can't remember any of the times from any of the previous shows off the top of my head, but I do know that this car, if you come over to here, $2 million, and that's going to be a car that we're going to feature later tonight. Alright, let me check the chat again. Okay, hold on. Need to moderate the chat real quick. No. Okay, I have no idea what y'all are talking about. Anyway, next car. We are going to do the... Oh, whoops. Oh, well, I guess I could show you the stats real quick. Never mind. So we have an overall performance points rating of 880, which is pretty good. And I mean, like, really good. Like, on this game, they don't get much better. 891 horsepower on par, 550 kilograms. Wow. it's got like, yeah, it's got a 0.61 kilograms per horsepower. So, oh, whoops. MR drivetrain, and I did actually do some more research on foot pound versus pound foot, but it's just for every like for in terms of torque, yeah, that's like it's basically a different unit, and you might have to go and like I'm not gonna be the Mr. Scientist here and like tell you exactly what torque is, but if you know what torque is, that's just a unit for it versus the inverse. That's probably a little closer to the actual amount of horsepower that you're making than 289, because usually the torque that in a lot of scenarios that I've seen, usually the torque is a lot higher than the horsepower, and this is literally what seems to me as the inverse. Okay, that just ticks me off. The woods back there, there's a road back there now. It's not really woods anymore, but it's been that used to be like a whole forest back there, and it's now just cleared out, and I hate it. So if anyone lives near me, like actually lives near me and knows what I'm talking about, which probably not, yeah, just know I hate it. By the way, no one knows where I live, but if you did, you wouldn't want to live near me because I would dish your neighborhood. But anyway, that's just because I've grown up and always had that, but that's more of a personal to my life issue than an actual issue, so we're just gonna move on. It looks like you can't put a turbo or do anything to it. Sweet. Alright, next car. Oh, whoops. Doing backs. Car list. Favorites. Here is our next car. So, imagine wanting to drive a Formula Gran Turismo on the road, but it doesn't handle like it, and it's completely enclosed. And it's a little bit older, but it's also a race car. And it's really, really fast, and it makes me very, like, I don't know, if let's just say I was growing up in the 90s, it would probably disappoint the crap out of me, because I'm a Jag fan. If you guys didn't know, go watch just about every single, like, recent video I've ever done, and you will see at the end a picture of my car, and that's just a sign that I'm in love with Jaguar. And Jaguar had the world's fastest car, production car speed record of all time of 220 miles an hour. XJ220 finally makes sense now, right? Well, this car right here, in its plain 1994 form, smoked it. It went like 240 miles an hour. So this was your Bugatti Veyron of 1994, 1995, all the way through like 97 and beyond, before Bugatti was even like heard of as the world's fastest car company. And believe it or not, Jaguar actually had that title twice. Once for the XJ220 and once for the XK120 or 140, I forget which one. But basically one of the cars from like the late 40s going into the 50s. They're the reason why your speed limit is a lot higher. You can thank Jaguar, because I'm pretty sure because their car did that fast of a speed, you know, they decided to raise all of like the speed limits and stuff in different parts of the world. And I might be making that up, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure I heard that from somewhere. I don't remember where or anything, but I think they're the reason why. Or simply because cars got faster over time. But one of the main ones that I remember is the early Jag, helping everyone out. And I don't want to spread false information, so go Google it before you take my word for it, but I think that's true. Actually, you know what? While this is like loading and stuff, I'm going to quickly Google that real quick. Did the XK120 raise speed limits? Or let me go to world's fastest car Wikipedia. Let me see if I can find it. Production car speed record. Okay, maybe it didn't. I don't see anything on the Wikipedia page for the 120, but I might have heard it on Top Gear. I don't know. Back when Top Gear was actually good. I don't know. Sorry, I might be filling this whole show with a bunch of bull crap because I don't know my facts very well, but I simply heard something like that. So yeah, we are in the middle of the car, and she's a right, tires. Forgot about that. Jeez, I get so caught up in stuff. Car settings, tires. I'm gonna do 3 laps, best of 3. Unless I mess up, then we'll increase it to 4. But I want to get 3 good laps in. Whoa, whoa. Lots of grip loss right there. Sounds just like the XJ220, by the way. They definitely reuse that sound. It's not a clean part right there. one more, and because that last one should have been quicker in the first place. Nope, no, too hot. Came in kind of hot there. So it runs at 47.069. Okay. So it's not the best car we've ever tested, but I don't know, does it justify the price tag of... Well, we'll find out. My overall thoughts on the car. It was very fun to drive. I had to have another, extra lap to just really see what can I actually do with this car. Now, if I didn't wipe out there, it would have probably ran a time of like 46.87 or even 0.6. So somewhere in that ballpark. I don't know the actual price tag on this, so we're going to find it real quick. Actually, I wonder if this will be quicker for the future. I'm going to go ahead and... Well, I don't know. Let me plug this in real quick. Plug in my keyboard that I currently had or that I had it in the PS4, and now I'm gonna have it in the PS3. So now I can actually type, search for the car. Yeah, it was this. F1 GTR. Yeah, 1.75. I'm pretty sure we can just rule this out as something reasonable. Because if you guys watched the last show, I would almost recommend this more. For, what do you know, 1.65? What was this again, 1.7? That one was 1.6. Yeah, for 100 grand less, you can get a newer car, faster, and you can borrow my tune. I would not recommend the F1 at all. But if you are into having, I guess, an older car, again, I cannot recommend it. I'd rather just have a newer car that can smoke it. For less, might I add. Alright, next car. We're not doing anything off of that. We're doing everything off of this. So we already did this. And I do recommend this car because it's very beyond standards of today. This car, no. This car. I've always liked this car. I think it's completely made out of carbon fiber, according to Gran Turismo. So, this will be our third car. What's the show currently at in terms of time? Half an hour or so. Oh, whoops. We'll do the Elise next. If I can find a 96 Elise, and if we've actually done the 96 Elise, well then never mind. But if I can find it and we haven't done it, I would definitely like to review it because that was my first car in terms of detailed interior versus simple. But in terms of premium, that was my first car ever on any Gran Turismo game, which would be Gran Turismo 5. I'd love to review my first car 5 years later. That'd be really fun. Just review your first car from 5 years later. say from 5 years later? No. From 5 years ago, review it 5 years later. I'm so tired. I don't know why I'm doing the show other than the fact that I'm dressed appropriately for the occasion. You know what? This would have really... Jeez, do I really want to do that right now? No, I don't. But then I do. Well, I don't know. Do I want to switch out my... Well, I gotta switch out the tires. But do I want to switch out my steering wheel so I have the manual? Now you're like, wait a minute, there's a stick shift right here. What are you talking about? This is in PS3 mode, so this doesn't work. Because this converts itself to a wheel that didn't have a stick shift, or everyone would have that wheel, because it was the best dang wheel for the buck for people that didn't want a stick shift. And if it came with a stick shift that wasn't a sequential, but an actual H pattern, no one would buy the G27, and that's what I did. I wanted a stick shift that had an H pattern. So, yeah, that's that. So I guess I'm gonna have to drive with paddles. It won't be as fun, but yes, if you have a steering wheel with a stick shift, this is the car for you. Because this car is really fun to drive from what I remember. I think we used to drive it a lot. Or, no, I think we drove it a lot on the PS3 GT5. This is still PS3. Based on the proper Ford GT that they should have just brought back versus redesigned with Eco Boost. This comes with an American V8, what I want in an American car. It's not a Dodge Viper. It's not going to set a good lap time, but really so far. Whoa, really? One more lap. I'll do it. Or maybe that is my did it. That's not a realistic situation. Alright, I need one more count. It is a fun car to drive. You don't have to put much into it to actually get a lot out. You know what? We're gonna just save it. Keep going. Outdo the car behind. It's just a ghost replay, by the way. Which is kind of obvious. It is a ghost, and it's literally replaying the same lap that I did already. Oh, wait. Oh, neck and neck. That's close enough. I need another time. Or, wait a minute. Oh, wait. I think I win. How did they outdo it? Whatever, I'm about to outdo it again. I will do a 6th lap just to verify that this is my best time, because so far it is. It's gonna be a 48. So it runs at 48.8. Yeah. It's a pretty good, solid time. I will give it that. Overall thoughts of the car. Wish I had a manual. That, like, this kind of manual. That actually worked on the PS3. Which... you guys would have to watch this get set up. And this. But I don't want to set my wheel up. I would have done that before I started the show if I actually needed it, and I didn't realize I was going to need it until I actually got in the car. I was like, I'm going to pick out all these cars and just use the G29. Which, by the way, it still is a pretty good wheel. I just wish the manual worked on it, but it doesn't. I wish they could, like, somehow, like, trick it into thinking a G27 is working alongside the driving force or something. I don't know, but they have it programmed to work just like the driving force, but it converts itself to a G27 in terms of the feel, but it's a lot better because it's a different, like, shaped wheel. Like, the actual wheel itself is different, but this is like the same thing as the 27 but improved. I think at least they had the courage to improve it. I think if this is literally the same thing as the 7, well, they really did do a good job several years ago. Alright, next car. Dang it, I think this has a manual as well. And so does this. And so does that, I think. You know what? Middle of a show. Well, this is how easy it is. You just simply undo all of the cables, just like this. Here, I'll even get this camera in on it over here. And I'll even put light on it, just so you guys can see it a little bit better. But, well, I don't know. That might be obstructing the lens up there. Screw it, because I want a manual. The rest of the cars on the show are going to be manual, so... see how easy this is as soon as I get this knot undone. I just tied it around... or I always tie the pedal cable, or the whatever pedals I'm not using, I always tie it around the one that I am using, like, so it's always up and ready to go. Just gotta reach down here, move this here, this pedal set, this is the old one, this goes there. This goes here. Alright, that goes there. And then this is the newer set of pedals that I will now tie around the older set. It's really not that hard or anything. And I will also undo this. In case you're wondering why would I do that, it's because there are no buttons attached to this. And all the buttons I need to operate the game are also not only on the wheel, but they're also on the stick shift. So, I mean, yeah, I could plug that into the G27, but I wouldn't have any buttons that like a D-pad or anything, because the steering wheel itself doesn't have a D-pad. They're instead located on this. Kind of dusty. I'll wipe that off. Should be good to go. Alright. And this literally takes no time at all. I mean, you guys are literally watching it happen live. The only thing that's going to really set me back is me wanting to do cable management so it actually looks presentable. Sort of. If you were to walk in my bedroom right now, I want it to look at least decent. And trying to put the old one away. It's not much of a hassle, it's just the way I want to do it that's taking a little bit longer than usual. Your results will vary. Alright, in with the old, out with the new. Sounds kind of backwards. Alright. So, give myself some cable for the USB. Part 1. Part 2 is getting the power. It's, okay, so if I flip it over, well, I want it to go in this one, so plug this in. And in case you're ever wondering, yes, always use the correct power cable because I don't know if there's an electrical difference in them, but apparently the 27's brick is actually smaller than the G29 brick. What a surprise. So this one's in on the right. Then let me just flip it over. This might make things go a little bit quicker. Yep, this might make it go a little bit quicker. Sorry, but yeah, I definitely want the stick shift. Hate to keep everyone waiting. But Racerman Extreme really likes the stick shift. When it comes to driving manual cars that use the stick shift in the game, it just makes the experience a lot more real. Like, imagine driving, oh, I don't know, a Mustang with a manual, and then imagine driving the same car from the same era that had the manual with paddle shifters. Sure, it might be a little bit better in some instances, but just for the pure pleasure of driving a manual, it's just not the same. So, there we go. It's actually a little bit easier, in my opinion. It just takes a little bit longer since the first time I ever did it, but screw that down, screw that down. Wow, got my old wheel, the one I've been using for the last 4 years. Oh, right, plug it in here. Get that out of the way. It is a little bit louder, but it's worth it. It's completely worth it if you're playing the PS3. So on to the Elise. Yeah, this feels a lot different. But you know what? I'm used to it. It's not as thick. Like the wheel, if you were to do this around the wheel, it would be a little bit fatter like this for the G29, and it's like this for the 7. Right. What gear am I going to start out in? Second, third? There we go. Got the manual going. Oh, my brake pedal's a lot different. Probably should just let the pedals alone. So this car sounds okay. And it's a paddle, sort of. These are racing hards. Great. About that. I always forget the tires. Wow, they're doing pretty good for racing hards. The only difference is less grit, more durability, but this isn't type of race where it matters about like when it comes to durability versus grip. You know, you don't really have to worry about a trade-off. It's just drive at your own leisure. Don't worry about losing gas, losing grip in your tires. Something I have never 100% mastered to the point where it doesn't happen at all. And that's going to cost me an entire lap. I've always had that issue. Can I recover? I can. Yes, I recovered. Whoa, really cut that. Alright, let's try the actual paddles. See if I can do them better. I probably will. Because I won't stall anymore. Yeah, that is the good thing, is now I can actually like run an official lap and not have to worry about stalling or anything. Really need to use that brake pedal. Because like the brake pedal in here, it doesn't go like only half the distance it should go. This goes all the way down, just like the old days. Okay, so to get a real lap time out of it, let's go. But I just like the idea of having the manual, just to kind of get a feel for the car, do it with the manual, and then when I'm ready, just set a lap time. So, yeah, I'm probably going to use the T27 like most of next season, and that is something I want to talk to you guys about after I end the actual show. So stick around after the show ends, but the live stream will still be up, and I will want to talk about that, maybe answer some Q&A questions, because I did decide to just, I don't know what I'm going to do with the Q&A video. But yeah, there we go. We ran a full second faster. probably could have decreased it a little bit more. So it's an okay car. If you want to take some extra time off of that, I'd say take the .396 off of it and just give your, you know, your good estimate of 40, like a high 49.9 to a 53.1 second lap time. Yes, I did try to reach for the D-pad that doesn't exist on this wheel, but it does on that wheel. D-pad's over here. Yeah, this is actually a pretty good angle. And actually, like, I just pointed it over here while I was just switching out the wheel, and I didn't actually, like, think that it would actually end up being the right angle. So, yeah, how many cars do we have left? Just kind of going through them. Kind of quickly, kind of not. You know what? We'll just end on the Corvette. It's a lot of cars one night. I don't usually go beyond, like, 4 or 5. Here we are on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be 6. I don't really go past 5, but... Or even 4. Actually, I don't think I really go beyond 4. Unless I have, like, a guest or something, but... For me, 5 is a lot. So, we're gonna end with this car. Yeah. I don't know, did I answer that question earlier about someone's talking about their favorite supercar? Because... Hey, what is going on here? Move. Move. Okay, hold on. I need to moderate this chat. Oh my gosh. What the... We're gonna go ahead and end with the Corvette. So, geez, you guys need to watch yourselves in the chat before I actually put some, like, I guess, better ways to, like, reduce it automatically. So, let me put the racing hards on before I forget. Not racing hards, racing softs. Before I forget. Alright, let's go. So this car is the Corvette ZR1 or ZR1, wherever you're from. That sounds like a NASCAR. Oh man. Oh, it's a sequential. This is an American V8 with an American manual. Dang it. That's the reason why I picked this car. Okay, not a good start to it. I've actually never driven this car on these games. I don't know how it actually reacts in these games. Okay. turning. My overall thoughts on this car, not what I expected. Again, it is an American race car. That first lap was long. Here we have it, the best bang for the buck, because I'm pretty sure this is actually the cheapest 46-second car there is in terms of race cars. I think I've reviewed on here. So, here we have it. My initial thoughts on it, very hard to control, not what I expected. I wanted the manual. Final thoughts on it, pretty easy to handle because I got used to it. Takes a couple laps, you might spin out in the beginning. Don't drive it on the edge of the track. And what can we take away from this episode? Something I did at the end of last episode. Let me run you through the cars that we reviewed tonight and what we should do. This car, yes, definitely. I think it's one of the best cars in the game. Well, hold on. Let me actually do this in order. So, if you want to spend $1.75 million, go get a Zonda. It's cheaper. It's better. If you want a car that has a good bang for the buck, I'm pretty sure this car's pretty cheap. Runs 46-second laps, which is pretty impressive. You know, somewhere in the mid-40s is really impressive on that track. There's not much faster. I mean, just take a look at this car. There's not much faster. This car was fun to drive. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I might have to re-review this car because... Hold on. I'll do it next episode, but... Did I... I did. Wait a minute. Yep. Well, let me just put it like this. This car is a lot heavier. So, I don't remember how much this car was, but, no, we'll go find it real quick. How much was this car? That's gonna help my overall opinion. $1.8 million for this. Buy a regular and tune the crap out of it. Or find a cheaper version. If you want to buy the 4GT because it's all carbon fiber, it's completely custom, and you just are obsessed with the 4GT from the mid-2000s, go right ahead. It's not a bad buy, but it's not the best purchase you'll ever make. The Elise, Fun little car. It's a little track car. It's not much more than that. It never was intended to be much more than that. I mean, heck, I think it's powered by a Toyota engine. And the Corvette ZR1 LM race car '09. Okay, I see why it's not an actual manual. It's an LM car. LMs usually have the sequential or something in it nowadays. And, well, that's what they did with it. So, yeah, I guess it's an okay car to buy. It's not the best car, but it is a car to buy for a pretty decent price of below $500,000. I don't remember how much it is. Luckily, we're at the dealership here. Let me go to newer to older and find it. Yeah, for $385,000, it offers a pretty good bang for the buck. So that's where I'm gonna leave off with the show, or leave the show off for tonight. So anyway, if you're watching this recorded, I hope you enjoyed the additional angle. I hope that you learned something about the different cars that I reviewed tonight. I hope you realized how easy it is to set up the G27 and 9 if you're trying to switch them out in a hurry. I kind of took my time with it, but if I had really rushed and didn't give a crap about cable management, I basically know how they're set up. I don't even need a manual or anything like that. I just know how everything is. It's literally just 4 different things. Unwrap that, plug it in, plug the power in, plug the wheel, the stick shift in, plug the pedals in, and screw it in place. It's a really easy setup. Not much more complicated than that. Cable management, that's the only thing that's going to set you back. But, yeah, if you're watching this recorded, thanks for watching. I'm not going to turn off the live stream just yet, but if you are watching this recorded, have a great rest of your day or night, and I will catch you in the next show. I don't know if it'll be next season or next episode. But, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Now, if you're watching this on the live stream, I want to ask you guys a question. Should I make this an extra long season so I can keep using that intro? Or should I just make a new intro and continue on as I always have for the last almost 3 years? And I'm not going to kick anyone out, by the way. I'm just going to get rid of your, like, stuff that I don't want on my chat. It's kind of rude to talk to each other like that, considering we're all fans of me. Why would you go and diss people that are that can relate to you in terms of being able to watch this video and actually enjoy it and stuff? Like, why fight? Why am I screwing around with cables? Because I'm trying to hook my wheel up. I already did that. Although I do need to kind of tuck these away. I'm sorry, but cable management is a really good thing to practice. You know why it is? It makes your desk look a lot more presentable, so if I ever film this, at least you guys aren't looking at a mess. You're looking at something worth looking at. Don't kick me out, though. Okay, so that's the only thing down there. Remove. But no, should I continue this series on to episode 5, which I've never done before, or should I like just start a new season? As always. Yeah, this isn't a lispy Jimmy chat. This is a let me ask you a question and you answer it right now kind of chat right now. Or it's just keep up the good work or something. I mean, I don't... Yeah, what is going on up there? Okay, who is Desmond Hudson? Is he one of my subscribers? Yes, he is. Okay, so episode 5. So you're saying break the trend that I've been doing for the last no. I've been doing it for the last 3 years, almost. And this will be the 3rd year. Do I see your comment? Yes. Oh, we can go ahead and cut this camera. Don't need it anymore. But, oh, we don't need this anymore either. So it was like an hour-long show. I don't know. Anyone else think I should do episode 5? Because I'm going to probably just continue on. I want to make a new intro anyway. I just don't know what clips I want to use. Because there's so many clips that I can only shove in. Like, you can only shove so many clips into 55 seconds. Or a minute. Or a minute 10. And then I have to go back and edit the song so it doesn't get copyright struck. Because technically it's like playing a song from point A to point B. But then it stops and jumps to another part of the song. So then it doesn't get copyright struck and actually make money off of the whole video because it doesn't register the song as being continuously played, which you are allowed to do that apparently. If you play a song for 10 seconds or so, or there's like a maximum or something, apparently you don't get copyright struck, but if you play the entire song or a lot of the song and you don't cut it before a certain point and jump to the next part of the song, and you don't do it enough, it will eventually copyright strike it. So then I don't make money off of it. You know, just reading these chats, you guys are kind of rude. These are very rude comments. Alright, well, no one else really thinks I should do episode 5, so I will see you guys next season. Just please keep the comments clean from now on. I never thought this show would ever become a live thing, but this is just kind of disappointing because I never thought of that, you know, actually being there. A rude chat and just me doing my casual 3-year-old show. Wish it would be like a, I don't know. I have so many wishes for how everyone should be on my channel, but I just know they won't ever get fulfilled because you guys are coming in from like the rants and stuff. And that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. But what I'm reading really kind of just disappoints me. How you guys talk. It's just kind of rude. Because, like, I never once said a bad word in those videos. I don't really cuss on camera at all. I mean, yeah, I might on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, or PC, but I don't usually cuss in my videos. And here you guys coming in talking about, like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm just missing part of it, but yeah, I'm just seeing a lot of, like, rude stuff on this. So, I don't know. You know, I'll see you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed the live stream, and please keep the comments a little more clean in the future. I mean, if there's one way to, like, make me happy about my viewers and stuff, you know, in the text chat, coming in from a video where it's just, like, me giving a lot of hate to a popular YouTuber. I mean, if you guys want to actually, like, be a real, like, genuine subscriber of me, the least you can do is like not cuss in my chats and stuff. And I don't know. I mean, you don't even have to like cars and stuff. I post other stuff other than car stuff, but at least keep the chat clean. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. I'm not hating any of my subscribers, anything. I'm just kind of disappointed because I thought you guys might be a little bit better than to cuss and be racist and stuff in the chat. It's very disappointing because I'm not a racist. So yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Have a good night.